Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 48. In this video, I will be explain chapter number 3, classification of the elements and the periodicity in properties. Again I say chapter number 3, classification of the elements and the periodicity in properties. After studying this chapter, we will be able to appreciating how the concept of the grouping elements in accordance to their properties lead to the development of the periodic table. And then we have to able to understand the periodic law and understand the significance of the atomic number and electronic configuration as the basis of the periodic classification. Then classify elements into S, P, D, F blocks and learn their main characteristics. And then we will be able to, after study, recognize the periodic trends in physical and chemical properties of elements. And also we will be able to compare the reactivity of elements and correlate it with their occurrence in nature. And explain the relationship between ionization enthalpy and metallic characters. We will also able to use scientific vocabulary appropriately to communicate ideas related to certain important properties of atoms like atomic ionic radii, ionization enthalpy, electronic gain enthalpy, electronegativity and valence of electrons. So according to the Seaborg, what is the periodic table? Periodic table is the most important concept of the chemistry, both in principle and practice also. It is the everyday supports for students. It suggests new avenues of research to professionals and it provides a succinct organization of the whole of chemistry. And it is a remarkable demonstration of the fact that the chemical elements are not a random cluster of entities, but instead display trends and lie together in families. So that means periodic table is arguably most important. And an awareness of the periodic table is essential to anyone who wishes to disentangle and the world and see how it is built up from the fundamental building blocks of the chemistry, the chemical elements. So according to the Seaborg, periodic table is the most important concept and second one, fundamental building blocks of the chemistry. So in which chemical elements are stay. Then after, mainly we will study the historical development of the periodic table as it stands today and then modern periodic law also. And we will also learn how the periodic classification follows as a logical consequence of the electronic configuration of atoms. And finally, we shall examine some of the periodic trends in the physical and chemical properties of the elements. So dear student, this chapter is a very important because it is a theoretical, but it is a very important because this chapter related of basic concept. And this chapter in 11th standard, 12th standard and higher standard also. Okay, so it is very important. So one by one line I explain. But after the reading, after the learning, okay, you only for read underline lining. Okay, not necessary whole chapter. Okay, so first I explain one by one line. Okay. But after the discussion, after whenever you learn, okay, so only for read, underline line, okay, for learning. So first topic of this chapter, why do we need to classify elements? Okay, again I say, why do we need to classify elements? So because the elements are the basic units of all types of matter. Elements are the basic units of the all types of matter. What is the matter? Matter already explained in the last video. Matter has classified into three types of categories: solid, liquid and gas. So elements are the basic units of all types of matter. Then in 1800 only 31 elements were known. Then after 1865, the number of the identified elements had more than doubled to 63, and at the present 114 elements are known. The recently discovered elements are man-made, and then efforts to synthesize new elements are continued. But such a large number of the elements, it is a very difficult to study individually the chemistry of the all these elements. So to ease out this problem, scientists searched for a systematic way to organize their knowledge by classifying the elements. Okay, for solution of this problem, okay, systematic way to organize their knowledge by classify the elements. So not only it would rationalize non-chemical facts about elements, but even predict new ones for undertaking further study. Okay, and different scientists came, like first is Daubigny, then after Newlands, so then after periodic table given by main Dmitri, Russian chemist Mendeleev, and then German chemist also Lothar Meyer. So different scientists work on the periodic table. Okay, and according to the chemical elements, okay, arrange the table. Then second topic of this chapter, genesis of the periodic classification. Periodic classification divided, categorized into groups, and development of the periodic law and periodic table are the consequence of the systematic the knowledge gained by a number of scientists. Like first scientists came German scientists, and also we have to say German chemist John Daubigny. In early 1800s was the first to consider the ideas of the trends among properties of elements. He noted in 1829 similarly among the physical and chemical properties of several group of three elements. That is, there are three elements which have same chemical properties and same physical properties. Okay, and it is arranged in the table. So it is known as triads. Okay, triads. So in which middle element of each of the triads had an atomic weight about halfway between the atomic weights of the other two. Okay, average weight. Okay, so the properties of the middle element were in between those of the other two members. So Daubigny relationship referred to as the law of triads. So see in this table, this is the Daubigny triads. Daubigny first given triads lithium, sodium and potassium. These are three elements. Okay, first element lithium have atomic weight is 7, second one sodium have atomic weight is 23, and third one potassium is 39. Okay, so middle element here sodium 23. So its atomic weight is average of the first and third. So these three elements group are known as triads. Second triads given by Daubigny, calcium, strontium and barium. Ca, Sr, Ba. Calcium atomic weight is 40, strontium Sr 88 and barium is 137. Third Daubigny triads is chlorine, bromine and iodine. Chlorine have atomic weight is 35.5, bromine is 80 and iodine is 127. Okay, so this first is law of triads. Okay, then this work only for a few elements, so it was dismissed as a coincidence. Okay, so then next classify elements was made by French geologist AEB de Chantois in 1862, and he arranged the non-elements in order of the increasing atomic weight. Okay, and made a cylindrical table of the elements to display the periodic recurrence of properties, but this also did not attract much attention. Okay, so it is a rejected. Then after came chemist John Alexander Newlands in 1865, propounded the law of octaves. He arranged the elements in increasing order of their atomic weights and noted that every eighth element had properties similar to the first element. See in the table. This is the Newlands octaves. Okay, here you see. Start from lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, so eighth number have same properties from first. Okay, so he arranged the elements in increasing order of their atomic weights and noted that every eighth element had properties similar to the first element. Okay, clear? So second given here you see increasing atomic weight. So the relationship was just like every eighth element note that resembles that first in octaves of music like sa, re, ga, ma. Okay, so like eighth element have similar properties from the first element because sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni again sa come. Okay, so that is means first and then last element as a same way. Okay, so here in Newland's octaves first to eighth. Okay, so eighth element, every eighth element have same properties to the first element, and then this relationship was just like every eighth note, so resembles the first in octaves of music. Okay, it is true only for it is only true only for the elements up to calcium. Okay, this way: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Then after sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, potassium and calcium. But this is true only for elements up to calcium, and his idea was not widely accepted at that time, and he for his work was later awarded Davy Medal in 1887 by the Royal Society, London. So you underline this way: it is true only for elements up to calcium, and his idea was not widely accepted. Then his work later awarded Davy Medal in 1887 by the Royal Society, London. Then after both the chemist in 1869 proposed that on arranging elements in increasing order of their atomic weights, similarities appear in physical and chemical properties at regular intervals. Okay. Then Lothar Meyer plotted that physical properties such as atomic volumes, melting point and boiling points against atomic weight and obtained a periodical repeated pattern. Okay, unlike Newlands and Lothar Meyer observed a change in length of that repeating pattern. Okay, then after by 1868 Lothar Meyer had developed a table of the element that closely like modern periodic table. Okay, clear? His work was not published until after the work of Dmitry Mendeleev, the scientist who generally credited with the development of the modern periodic table. So after the work of the Dmitry Mendeleev, okay, the scientist who is generally credited with the development of the modern periodic table. Okay. So while Daubigny initiated the study of the periodic relationship, then it was Mendeleev who was responsible for publishing the periodic law of the first law. So this is the properties of the elements are a periodic function of their atomic weights. Again I say, the properties of the elements are a periodic function of their atomic weights. Okay. Then Mendeleev arranged elements according to the Mendeleev's arranged element in a horizontal rows and vertical columns of the table. Okay, in order of their increasing atomic weights. Clear? Then Mendeleev classifying elements was more elaborate than Lothar Meyer's. He fully recognized the significance of the periodicity and used broader range of the physical and chemical properties to classify the element. Okay, recognize the significance of the periodicity and use broader range of the physical and chemical properties to classify the element. Okay, then Mendeleev realized the similarities in the empirical formulas and properties of the compound formed by the elements. He realized that some of the elements do not fit in the scheme of the classification. So if the order of the atomic was strictly followed, he ignored the order of the atomic weights and thinking that the measurement might be incorrect. See this table, periodic classification of the elements in group and series. Here you see, this is group 0, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. This is the given by Mendeleev. This is the Mendeleev periodic table published earlier. Here you see, helium put into this series, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So this is helium, neon, then first group hydrogen, lithium, sodium. This is then second group beryllium, magnesium. So according to the Mendeleev, only for you see atomic weight. According to the atomic weight, he arranged 1 of hydrogen, then 0 group helium, then after lithium 7, here 4, helium 7, then beryllium 9, so boron 11, carbon 12. Okay, it is according to the atomic mass. Okay, clear? He ignored the order of the atomic weights and thinking that the atomic measurement might be incorrect and placed the elements with similar properties together. Example like iodine with lower atomic weight. Okay, and that of the tellurium group 6 was placed in group 7 along with fluorine. Fluorine, chlorine and bromine, because of the similarities in properties, so put together. Okay, and at the same time keeping his primary aim of the arranging the elements of the similar properties, okay, in the same group, he proposed that the sum of the elements were still undiscovered and therefore left several gaps in the table. So both gallium and germanium were unknown at the time. Okay, so Mendeleev published his periodic table and he left the gap under aluminium. Okay, he left under the gap of the aluminium and a gap under the silicon are called these elements eka aluminium and eka silicon. Okay, so Mendeleev published his periodic table and he left gap under the aluminium and gap under the silicon. So these elements eka aluminium and then eka silicon. See, here you see, here place left in aluminium and in silicon. So it is known as eka aluminium and eka silicon. Okay. Then Mendeleev predicted not only the existence of the gallium and germanium but also described the some of the general physical properties, and these elements were discovered later. Okay, the boldness of the Mendeleev's quantities prediction and their eventual success made him and his periodic table famous. Mendeleev famous. Okay, so published in 1905. Mendeleev periodic table published in 1905. Okay, so again I say Mendeleev arranged in elements in horizontal rows and vertical columns of the table in order of their increasing atomic weights, and then these elements have similar properties. Okay, so Mendeleev's system of the classified elements was more elaborate than the Lothar Mayer's, and he fully recognized the significance of the periodically and used broader range of the physical and chemical properties to classify the elements. Okay, then he realized the sum of the elements did not fit in with his scheme of the classification. Okay, so if the order of the atomic was strictly followed, so he ignored the order of the atomic weight and thinking that atomic measurement might be incorrect. So he placed the with similar properties together. For example, iodine with lower atomic weight than that of tellurium, so was placed in group 7 along with fluorine, chlorine and bromine because of similarities in properties. So Mendeleev starting way arranged according to the increasing atomic weight, but after he said it is realized it is not that some of the elements did not fit according to the atomic weight, so it is arranged according to the properties. Okay, so fluorine, chlorine, bromine arranged in according to the properties way. Okay, then same time keeping the primary aim of the arranging the elements of the similar properties in the same group. So like left, and he proposed that some of the elements were still undiscovered, so left several gaps in the table. So both gallium and germanium were unknown at that time, gallium and germanium. So Mendeleev published his periodic table, so he left the gap under the aluminium. Okay, so a gap under the silicon, under the aluminium, so it is known as eka aluminium. Under the silicon, so it is known as eka silicon. So this table discovered, okay, in 1905. Mendeleev's periodic table published in 1905. Okay. So for periodicity, first came Daubenier triads, then after classified by Newlands and given Newlands octaves, then third Mendeleev's periodic table you have no learn, only for you see according to the atomic weight it is a classified. Okay, then after Mendeleev come new table given by Mendeleev, modern periodic table. Okay, this one S, D, P and F, 4 blocks are, and according to this atomic number it is arranged. Okay, so third point is modern periodic law and the present form of the periodic table. So we must bear in mind that when Mendeleev developed his periodic table, so chemists knew nothing about the internal structure of the atom. So the beginning of the 20th century witnessed profound. Okay, so in 1913, the English physicist Henry Moseley observed regularity in the characteristics X-ray spectra of the elements and a plot of the root nu here frequency of the X-ray emitted, against atomic number Z. Whenever plotted the graph between the root nu and then Z, so gave a straight line, not the plot of the nu as nu versus atomic mass. Okay, so against atomic number and root nu give a straight line, not a plot of the root nu versus atomic mass. So he showed that the atomic number is more fundamental property of an element than its atomic mass. Okay, so Mendeleev periodic law was therefore accordingly modified, and this is known as modern periodic law. Okay, because initially way Mendeleev classified the periodic table according to the atomic mass, right? But after, whenever plot of the root nu characteristics represent, so Moseley observed regularities in the characteristics X-ray spectra of the element. So a plot of the root nu versus of the Z atomic number, so gave a straight line, not a plot of root nu versus atomic mass. So he showed that the atomic number is more fundamental properties of an element than its atomic mass. Mendeleev periodic law, then after we have to say modern periodic law. Okay, Mendeleev periodic law was modified into the modern periodic law. So according to the modern periodic law, the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic numbers. The physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Okay, then the periodic law revealed important among 94 naturally occurring elements, neptunium and plutonium, like actinium and protactinium, also found in pitchblende and ore of uranium. Okay, so this is the important analogies among the 94 natural occurring elements, neptunium and plutonium, like actinium and protoactinium are also found in pitchblende and ore of uranium. Okay, and it is interest in inorganic chemistry. Then has carried out into the present with the creation of the artificially produced short-lived elements. Okay, so that is means here importance given of atomic number. What is the atomic number? Atomic number is the equal to the nuclear charge, that is means number of the protons and the number of the electrons. Okay, the protons and the otherwise number of the electrons. Okay, electrons. Okay, it is known as atomic number, and it is then easy to visualize the significance of the quantum numbers and electronic configuration. Okay, but now recognize that periodic law is essentially the consequence of the periodic variation in electronic configuration, and which indeed determine the physical and chemical properties of elements and their compounds. So modern version of the periodic table, so long form of the periodic table of the elements. It is widely used, most convenient. So horizontal row which have to say periods, okay, and then vertical columns we have to say groups, okay, and elements having similar outer electronic configuration in their atoms so are arranged in vertical columns, so referred to as groups or families. Okay, so according to the IUPAC name, IUPAC system, IUPAC that is means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, according to the IUPAC, the groups are numbered from 1 to 18 and replacing the order notations of group first A to the 0. Because in the last Mendeleev periodic law, we have to indicate Roman numbers. Okay, but in modern periodic law, according to the IUPAC, 1 to 18 number given. Okay, so there are altogether 7 periods. So 7 periods. Okay, and 18th group. Clear? So the period number corresponds to the highest principal quantum number of the element of the period, like first period. So first period contain, because formula is 2n square. So first period, that is means 2 1 square, so 2. Okay, like second group, so 2 into 2 square, okay, that is means 8. Okay, so first period contains 2 elements. So the subsequent periods consist of the 8, 18, 18, 32 elements. Okay, so 7th period is incomplete, like the 6th period would have theoretical maximum and on the basis of the quantum number of 32 elements. Okay, so in this form the periodic table, 14 elements of both 6th and 7th periods, lanthanide and actinoid respectively, are placed in separate panels of the bottom. Okay, so here you see in the table, here you see this is the modern periodic table given by advanced way Mendeleev. So see, group, this is the vertical way and then horizontal way. Here you see, this is the group. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Eighth group divided from 8 to 10. Then again first B, this is the 8th, 7th A after 8. Then B group also divided. First B, second B, third B, fourth B, fifth B, sixth B, 7th B. Okay. Then last after 7th B, noble gas come. Okay. So this is the group number. Then this is the period number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 periods and 18th group. Okay, clear? And in the last way, F inner transition elements, lanthanoid and actinoids, this is the separate placed. Okay, so this is the long form of the periodic table of the elements with their atomic number and ground state outer electronic configuration. Groups are number 1 to 18 given. Right, first from start and then here 18. Right, so group first to 18. Okay, so the groups are numbered 1 to 18 are in accordance with the 1984 IUPAC recommendation, and this notation replaces the old numbering scheme of first A, 7th A, 8th, first B, 7th B and 0 for the elements. Okay, so here in the modern periodic table we have to give one group number first to 18 directly. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So 18 group number given according to the new IUPAC system, new modern periodic law. Okay, then this is the periods number 1st to 7. Okay, so such work is carried out with competitive spirit only in some laboratory in the world, and scientists, before collecting the reliable data on the new elements, at times get tempted to claim for its discovery. Example, for both American and Soviet scientists claimed credit for the discovering element 104, total 104. The Americans named it Rutherfordium, where Soviet named it Kurchatovium. Okay, American name it Rutherfordium, and whereas Soviets name it Kurchatovium. To avoid such problems, IUPAC has made recommendations that until a new element discovery is proved and its name is officially recognized, a systematic nomenclature of derived directly from the atomic number of the element using numerical roots for 0 to number 1 to 9. Okay, so given after here you see in table 103 last. Okay, so 103. So in the 104 period nomenclature of the elements with the atomic numbers above 100, here you see this number name is given according to the number 0 and 1. Okay, atomic number 101, 102 or 118. Here you see name according to the IUPAC nomenclature 101. So unylium. Okay, anium. Okay, 1 and 0 nil. 1 and 0 nil. Okay, so nil anium. Nil bium. Here you see anium bium. 103 nil trium. 4 nil quadrium. 105 nil pentium. 106 nil hexium. 7 nil septium. 108 nil octium. 9 nil enium. 10 nil nelium. 111 unnium and bium. Then trium. Then quadrium, and then pentium, hexium, septium, and octium. Okay, and then after here you see these are shown in table 3.4. So the roots are put together in order of the digits which make up the atomic number. Em is added at the end. Last suffix is IUM. Okay, so atomic number and Em is the added at the end. So names of the atomic number with Z, this one. Okay, above 100, this one. Okay, so notation for 0 nil, abbreviation is small n, 1 an, 2 b by, 3 tri, 4 quad, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hexap, 8 oct, and 9 in. So abbreviation also given. Okay, so you learn. First you see this table properly, you see, because it is a modern periodic table. Okay, then after you learn notation, and then you learn above the 100 atomic number nomenclature of the elements. Okay, clear? Next topic I will be explained in next video. Thank you so much.